Welcome to another video provided by Trusted Realty Powered by Remax Saskatoon. So if you've ever found yourself, staring out your window, just dreaming of trading that concrete jungle and all the city noise for the quiet, wide-open spaces of a rural acreage, well, you're absolutely in the right place. But hey, before we start packing those bags, we really need to talk strategy.
Because while acreage living offers incredible space, freedom, and privacy, it is just absolutely critical to go in prepared. It's so easy to get caught up in that romantic expectation of total, boundless freedom, right? But the reality is, making this leap successfully requires a rock-solid plan.
Okay, let's dive right into tip number 1. Now you might be asking yourself, do my familiar city rules apply out in the country? Well, the short answer is no. No way. Rural municipalities, or RMs as they're called, have completely different regulations than the City of Saskatoon. You absolutely must check their specific zoning laws, building restrictions, and setback rules before you buy. Otherwise, that dream shop you wanted? It might never get the green light to be built.
Moving on to tip number 2. Out on an acreage, you are essentially your very own utility company. Crazy, right? Most acreages rely on private wells for water and septic tanks for sewer. So you've got to have that water professionally tested and the septic system thoroughly inspected. Why? Because skipping this step can lead to massive, totally unexpected, and very hidden replacement costs down the road. You're trying to buy a home, not a giant plumbing bill. And what's really interesting is just seeing the big picture of this whole transition. We're rapidly working our way through a comprehensive, expert-provided checklist right now from Trusted Realty. Having all this information mapped out in one spot is basically your ultimate blueprint for a smooth transition to country living. All right, let's keep things moving and tackle tips 3, 4, and 5 from the checklist. First up, access and roads. How far are you actually from pavement, and what does winter road maintenance look like when the snow really starts flying? Next up, let's talk budget. You aren't just paying a mortgage out there, you've got a plan for larger utility bills and maybe even some heavy equipment to manage all that land. And finally, lifestyle. Are you planning for animals, maybe some massive gardens, or that big workshop? You just have to make sure the land actually fits your long-term vision. So, all of this practical preparation really builds to one ultimate question. Are you truly ready for the acreage lifestyle? We've covered the checklist, but now it's time to kind of pause and reflect on your own personal vision and readiness. Is this hands-on, super rewarding lifestyle exactly what you've been searching for? At the end of the day, the crucial takeaway is this. Acreage living is absolutely amazing, but really only when you know exactly what you're getting into. So be informed, plan ahead, and honestly, most importantly, work with a realtor who actually knows the ins and outs of the Saskatoon acreage market. Ready to make the move? Go ahead and start your search today by heading over to housesinsaskatoon.com. Seriously, are you ready to trade the glow of streetlights for a backyard full of stars?